Hello, Jas. In this video, I will be giving you feedback to last week's summary. Okay, so let's begin. Remember how we said that the first sentence should be argumentative. The main idea in the first sentence should be stated argumentatively. So to do that, you would say something like, the speaker argues that, or claims that, and then you would finish the sentence, kind of forcing yourself to say it as an argument, even though this video it was actually very descriptive. But if you go to the rubric, you will see that the first sentence has to be argumentative. So you could say something like, the author argues that there are some important rules to follow if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, something like that. And that's a kind of an argument. Okay? So let's do that. In the final exam, definitely force yourself to say it argumentatively. Okay? Good use of reporting verb here. We want to say is very plain, very simple as a reporting verb, so we want to use something a little bit more sophisticated. Maybe states that, something like that. Something a little less plain. He says that everything comes with overhead, everything comes with pieces that you don't like, but you have to find your calling. Okay. I'm not very sure. And having seen the video, I know what you're saying, but you want to make it a little bit more clear. What are these pieces? And then all of a sudden you're talking about your calling. So maybe you want to make that a little bit more clear. Okay. Imagine that somebody has not seen the video. And then why are we talking about everything? What is everything? Comes with overhead. Well, what does that mean? It sounds very abstract, you see, to somebody who hasn't seen the video. So force yourself to think about the summary as a document that will be seen by somebody who doesn't know the video. This will force you to summarize very clearly, right? Not simply because he says it, but think of the summary as a document that needs to be really very clear. Okay? Everything could be anything in the world, right? But we're not talking about everything. We're talking about specific things. Everything comes with overhead, everything comes with pieces that you don't like. See, this sounds kind of very general. And then all of a sudden, but you have to find your calling. It's not very connected, right? So clarify this a little bit. According to Jeff Bezos, passion is a fantastic gift. Okay, that's good. That you have to look for. Sure, okay. I understand that. Passion is a fantastic gift that you have to look for. I'm not very sure what that means. If it's a gift, you don't look for it. How do you look for a gift? So again, I know he uses these words, but again, somebody who hasn't seen the video, it's not very clear. Okay. So try your best to write very clearly. He claims that if you have a problem and its solution, that if you have a problem and its solution, I'm not very sure what that means. You have a problem and its solution, this is a little bit unclear. You realize that it's not about your own resourcefulness, it's about, yeah, this is again very unclear. I'm not sure what's going on here. You realize that it is not about your resourcefulness, it is about team resourcefulness. Okay, fine, I can get that part. But what is this? He claims that if you have a problem and its solution, you want to tidy this up. You want to rephrase this a little bit. He mentions that you need a dream and a view of the dream's future. Okay. he maintains that you should not be proud of your gifts, but of your hard work. Okay, that's a little better. This sentence is very clear. Anybody can understand this. Anyone who hasn't seen the video will know what you're talking about. This part here. One final tip. Don't be afraid of competitors. Be afraid of customers. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is good. All of this is very clear writing. I think you should aim for this kind of writing, right? Very clear and focused. You need to make the first part as clear as this. Okay, so you need a bit of rephrasing to do. Again, I realize you're watching the video, he says something, and you try to put it in the summary. And that's good. But think about how would a person react who has never seen the video? They wouldn't know what you're talking about, you see? Whereas in this little section, even if I haven't seen the video, I know what it's talking about. It's very clear, right? In conclusion, the author of this video just combined 8 pieces of advice from Bezos. Yeah, sure, but remember, that's true enough. That's true enough that he combined 8 pieces of advice. But you try and force yourself to write a concluding sentence that summarizes the whole lecture, right? Maybe again a little bit more argumentatively. In conclusion, all these 8 pieces of advice are very valuable for a future entrepreneur or something like that, right? Just a little bit more argumentative, kind of like the first sentence, but without repeating it. But I realized that this video was just very descriptive. You're right about that. But you don't end a summary with the author just combined 8 pieces, right? But overall, your style is clear. You've used cohesive devices, the name of the speaker, very good use of reporting verbs. Overall, I would just say focus on the first sentence to make it argumentative, and on the conclusion to make it summarize the whole video, and then on making some of these bits a little bit more clear. Okay, well, good luck for the exam. This is the last time I'm giving feedback to a summary paragraph. From now on, we will switch our attention to the evidence paragraph.